often do you look at someone and make a quick judgment about them? Are you guilty of stereotyping other people? Now, maybe you can judge someone on the type of clothes that they wear, on their ethnic background, or maybe because of the country they come from. Today, we're going to look at how these stereotypes affect society and people individually. Now, I've set up a panel of critical judges who are going to give their honest opinions about the people that they meet. So please welcome my judgment jury to the show. Derek, of course, and Dale. Thanks very much for coming on. Now,
Thanks,
Derek,
Patricia.
you are an image consultant. How important is it?
In my business,
the way we project ourselves.
Image is everything. That's what I say. I teach people to judge a book by its cover. Now, there has to be some correlation with what's inside. In other words, you can't be a certain facade and then you open your mouth and people realize that that doesn't fit the image. But it's critical. We make up our minds within a very short span of time when we're meeting somebody. And
just remind us, what's that short space of time?
They say 10 seconds. Some people say 7, some people say 10, I've heard 20.
But either way, it's just a very short space of time.
In a really short space of time, we're making up our minds about somebody, whether they're credible, whether intellectually they fit a certain stereotype, if you will, whether we can do business with them, whether we can trust them, whether they're friendly, approachable. All these things are actually critical when we are meeting somebody for the first time.
Why do we have stereotypes there?
Now, stereotypes come because of how people have been raised, for example. So you have stereotypes based on certain ethnic groups, stereotypes based on certain nationalities, stereotypes based on race, a lot of those. And to me, the word stereotypes is a negative connotation. What I'm talking about is not stereotyping. It is simply judging somebody whether they're credible in a particular profession or field.
Dale, you're a casting agent with the power to influence. And this is what happens. I mean, really, advertising is so powerful with this, isn't it? How often do you make rash judgments about people? Because, you know, you're picking people for ads or whatever. How often do you make those rash judgments?
Honestly, in the beginning I did more than 50% of the time. But now because of time, the passage of time, you learn to read people a bit better. So I make less mistakes than I did earlier. Okay,
so what kind of judgments were made?
Well, like you said earlier, people base an image and just the way people carry themselves. So you tend to rush your judgment on someone based on, again, our own inhibitions. So sometimes you judge people for totally what they're not.
I think we should change this. That's what I think. But judgment jury, we're about to see our first pick. Can we have a look, please? Okay. So what comes to mind when you see this young lady with orange hair?
I love the smile.
Yeah, great
That's
smile.
the first thing that grabbed my attention.
Okay.
Actually, a smile is one of the things that you can use as part of your arsenal in terms of presenting a positive image or projecting a positive image. So I love the smile. That's the first thing that caught my attention.
Okay. Hair, jewelry. What else can we see there?
She's decked in color. She's got colorful wrist bangles, what you call them, and her hair.
So what do you think that says about her?
Well, I reckon she's outgoing, bit of an artist, I'd guess.
An arty type.
An arty type.
I would concur. Given the hair and all the jewelry, she's definitely in the media or in the arts or something along those lines.
All right. Okay, let's have Ella out, shall we? Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Welcome. All right, Ella.
Yes.
I'd like you to sell yourself in 20 seconds to these gentlemen.
Hi, I'm Ella. I'm a student at university. I do jewelry. I love having fun. I'm into arts and I'd like to go into diplomacy eventually.
Okay.
Right.
All right. You heard what they both said about you.
Yes.
But do you think in any way that you've been unfairly judged by what they've said?
When you said like I'm in the media, I'm doing all this, I'm not yet there. I'm not doing those things, but I'd hope to get there. So maybe you'd say that I'm starting, but the look is telling me. So if someone wants to employ me...
That's the look is telling me.
Ella, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Why did you choose to color your hair? that particular color, orange?
It's different, one. And I like color. I've come to appreciate color. And I think, like, if you look at her, you feel happy when you see color. I like when people smile and they're happy.
I know the amount of compliments I've gotten just for wearing this today. But anyway.
And I guess on that, you've got a big smile on. I don't see that smile.
There it
Okay,
is,
there it is.
right
Okay,
there,
great.
right
That's it.
there.
Exactly.
Okay, let's have the next still, please. Okay. All right, guys, what do you make of this? This gentleman.
Well, for
Start
starters,
us off, Dale.
Yeah, for starters, just looking off the cuff, it looks like he goes to the gym a lot, so he's really into his, exercise, seeing the posture, showing the arm, the biceps there, and then look at the hair.
So what does that say? Wait, hang on, let's
glasses.
just keep to that. What does that say about his image? This.
Well, he's more
beefed up look.
beefed up. He's got this image where wants to look like like solid, tough, and in a way, if I read that, this probably has a few weaknesses in himself.
What about the hair, Derek? You haven't made
Yeah.
any comments. I'd like to also hear what you have to say.
The combination of the muscles and the hair says to me that this is somebody who is vain, might be too extreme a word, but certainly somebody who is brimming with confidence, I think. To pull that look
Overflowing
off.
with confidence, yes.
To pull that look off.
Okay.
The muscle t-shirt combined with the hair, which is something that you don't really see a lot of, especially.
No, you don't,
in
do you?
circles. So that hair choice is certainly interesting.
Okay. Would you think he's... I don't know, what would you think about sexual orientation, if you could make a judgment on that?
I'd say it's in order, not out of order. I wouldn't.
But I have the feeling that this gentleman is straight.
All right, can we have Eric out, please? Hello, Eric.
Hi, how you doing?
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure, pleasure. So, Eric, you've got 20 seconds to sell yourself to the judgment jury.
Okay, I'm a fresh graduate, all right? You're right, I am in the arts. I'm an actor. I sing as well. And I'm also into marketing for an entertainment company. So you're right on all those fronts. As far as my sexual orientation, you're correct. I am straight. So I don't know if that's
Yeah,
selling
you had
myself. I had to say that, though. I had to say that.
Okay, fair enough.
Let's set the record straight.
You've picked on some of the things that they talked
Yeah.
about. Was there anything that you thought you were unfairly judged on?
Well, the one thing that I had something that I have the need to show my muscles, or if you look good, I believe you should show it. If if this side of your face looks good, why not show it to the world?
All right, so now that you've met Eric, anything changed for you?
Okay, well, you first. Yeah.
Derek, go ahead.
Well, he looks spruced up in the suit. I'm definitely a suit man, so I like the fact that you've come on in a jacket and a pair of trousers. The fact that you've explained that you're somebody who's in the arts, but you're really interested in presenting a particular persona of somebody who looks after themselves and who is clean cut is something that's great. That's actually the impression that you do give.
Thank you.
Apart from the hair, which is why a lot of people will probably question
Yeah,
a
absolutely.
lot about you. I think everything else is pretty well put together.
Yeah. Can I just ask a quick question?
Yeah.
Do you get judged about the length of your hair?
Absolutely.
What kind of things do you get?
Just of course, it's just going to be the gay thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's going to be the negative thing.
All right, so thanks to you both for coming on this show.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you,
Eric
Patricia.
and Ella, thanks very much.
All right.
All right, let's have the third and final still on screen, please. Gentlemen of the jury, what say you?
He looks like a very unruly person.
Unruly.
Naughty, but again, auntie, I'd say. Because in his look and his posture, he's like taunting you. Yeah, this is me.
Yes, this is me with
is
a
me. So
yeah with
confident,
the
I'd
tongue
say.
piercing and all.
I'd say confident, very outgoing.
Okay. Yeah, Derek.
Yeah, I'd concur. Confident, outgoing. This is me. Take it or leave it. I am who I am. Anti-establishment.
Yeah.
Anti-establishment.
So,
Rebel.
Okay. Do you think he's in a relationship or is single?
Well, some of these guys get very lucky, so it could be in multiple.
These guys get very lucky. Okay.
It could be in multiple ones. Who knows? Yeah.
What would you say, rich or poor?
Born on the rich side, actually.
On the rich side.
Well, to have that sort of leeway and independence, you need to have again, economic independence.
Let's meet the gentleman, shall we? Boneless, will you come on out?
Did you say boneless?
I did say boneless. Welcome to the show. Mwah. Mwah.
Thank you for having me.
You're most welcome. Okay, hang on. You've got 20 seconds to sell yourself to these gentlemen.
My names are Boneless, aka Bila Bones. Boneless is a choreographer, dancer. Bila Bones is a tattoo artist. My talents are I dance, I'm a break dancer, capoeirista, up-and-coming guitarist. I'm a tattoo artist. I do fine sketches. Yeah, basically, that's just me.
That's you?
Yep.
All right. Did you hear some of the stuff that they said?
Well, they actually dissected me because that's who I am. Apart from the part of I having to move back home because...
Yeah, the rich, you've got a rich parent somewhere who are...
No.
I like that. Okay, gentlemen, this is boneless. Why did you ask, did you say boneless? Because that changed everything for you, or?
That's an interesting name. That's not necessarily the first name that I'll think of naming my firstborn child.
Well, this is why they call me Boneless.
Yeah, because there is a saying, you say without a bone means you don't really have standing as such. So when you say boneless in the corporate industry, it's like...
I know, but this is the artistic industry.
Yeah.
I hear you.
I'm speaking for the artists. We don't have normal names.
Is there anything that you would add to what you said earlier? I love that stance, by the way. It just makes it look like
What I would say, what is just quelled or quashed rather, is it doesn't come from a wealthy background. So I think the thing that I see from what we said and what he said is that he's very daring. He's breaking boundaries. It's a very powerful statement you're saying. Good.
And we like that. Derek?
Like that, huh?
Yeah, well, he doesn't come across as anti-establishment as the picture showed.
Yeah.
He actually comes across as a pretty decent and well-brought-up young man.
Just with loads of piercings.
Just with loads of...
Tame, rather tame.
Just with loads of piercings.
Somebody was over-enthusiastic with the staple gun. Other than that, but I wanted to find out from you, your dreadlocks.
Yes.
In your industry, they're probably something that's accepted. But what reception do you get when you walk down the streets, when you walk into certain neighborhoods, when, what sort of...
But it's interesting that you say that, because it's dreads, but he's also got piercings. And usually, I suppose, it would be the piercings that people would stand out with now. No?
Yeah.
Basically, it used to be more of like a stereotype before. But I guess with the industry opening up, people have gotten to accept dreadlocks as part and parcel of the society. They're slowly picking up on the piercings. I got my first piercings on, I was in standard 8, 1988.
Gosh, what did your parents say? Okay.
You either remove them or move out.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I
Something
chose the
like
latter.
that.
I went to live with my cousins for a while, then came back when it was time to go back
Well,
to school.
you mentioned a bit of anti-establishment, but yeah. Okay, thanks very much for that bonus. Thank you very much. And of course, the judgment jury, Asanteni Sana, thank you very much as well. So have you been a victim of prejudice or unfair stereotyping? Maybe it's affected your career, or perhaps you've encountered physical or verbal assaults. Then email us at thepatriciashow@mnet.co.za.